And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. And usually at the starting of a show, I like to get the business done. The most important part. Here's that. Here we got a Crown Royale Vanilla. I've never had it. Um, and then I'm going to add some of the Mexican. Is that the Mexican Coke? Fuck. I don't know if this is the Mexican stuff. Hold on a minute. I can't read where it's from. I don't think this is the Mexican Coke. So I didn't see it in the store. It's weird to see when you talk to people on XRP, some see it and some don't, you know, but might go to like $5. Oh my God, yeah, people are saying, oh yeah, I think it'll go to $5. Let me pour 2 shots in this glass. Well, let me do 1.5. Because then it gets to be like really strong. I'll do like 1 and like a third or something. All right. Then we'll see. I'll let you know how it is. I've never had the, just pop the top off of this little baby bottle. It is a tiny little bottle. I think this is just regular Coke. This looks tiny. What the hell? Like a 6-pack of this shit is like $7 or something. $8. I'm like, dear God. Like this inflation shit's killing me. Like I'm bitching about buying a 6-pack of Coke. This is bad. Okay. Absolutely love it. I got about 1.5 shots. The little bottle's only, I don't know, 6 or 7 ounces. So I put about 3 ounces in this glass. So it's not, I got so much ice in there. It looks like, oh God, you got it all full of Coke. No wonder it's good. No, the Coke's only like 3 ounces in this glass. I got 1.5 ounces of whiskey and then add a little bit more, but it's just good. The vanilla in there is very light. You got to get that shit, all right? I paid $23 for that bottle. That's good stuff. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, news articles. Oh, yeah. So I was in a delicatessen today where I live. I'm standing there talking to the owner about crypto, of course. I could tell some of the people sitting down were kind of ear hustling, that they were interested. This is a deli where the owner is very interactive with the customers. And I'm telling you what, it's fucking, I'm going to do a seminar there. Fuck it. I might do a live stream. I don't know if you're interested, if you guys are. I'm going to do a live stream at this woman's delicatessen, and the room will have crypto people in there. A lot of her customers are very, how can I put it? Anti-establishment, my kind of people. And a lot of them are pro crypto. She said she knows like 100, 200 people in the town where I live that are pro crypto. I think I'm going to definitely live stream from the deli. Okay. Crypto deli. That would be cool. It says cars and crypto. My kind of people too, says Heather Michelle. They are switched on and awake. Yeah, like I'm in this deli. I walk in and the deli lady's so excited. She's like, it's Crypto Hulk. Like she really gets excited, I'm telling you. And because she used to have other cryptos that were just fucking garbage. Okay. Like Monero. And I mean, it just, there was so much. I got to keep it short because I'm trying to do a show here. But she was excited. And then she's like, everybody, this is Crypto Hulk. And I'm like, God, don't tell people that. It's kind of embarrassing. But no, it's fine. She's excited because she's going to probably make at least 20 to 60 million. I'm not going to tell you how much XRP she's got, but she'll make at least 20 to 60 million. And the guy, so some guy came up like 10 minutes later. He came in from outside into the deli. He looks, I'm wearing my XRP tank top, you know. My tank top said XRP, got it. I haven't worn that tank top for a while on the show, but I'm in this deli wearing this tank top. The owner's just like, Crypto Hulk. And all these people are kind of like listening because they're like, they know about Crypto Hulk. She tells all the customers about me. I don't know if they watch the show. Then this one guy, he comes in his work uniform. He works, I don't want to say where he works. And he looks at me and I look at him and I'm just looking up there. And the lady there said, do you know who you're standing next to? And the guy didn't hear this lady. And he's like, yeah, it's Crypto Hulk. And the lady's like, whoa. She's like, you didn't say anything. And he's like, I don't want to embarrass the guy, you know, maybe he doesn't want people to know. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I said, I don't care, man. He's like, dude, I watch your show and I love it. I'm like, damn. So yeah, that was cool. It was fun. So I'll do a seminar there. I'm trying to put together some advertising, like a poster board and stuff. And it's like these are like grassroots people that hate the government. I don't want to speak for anybody, but they want to get rich with crypto. That's what we all share. So ResBuild52, thanks for dropping it like it's hot. A little something for all the new members in the open show. Hope they join this side. New members, it's going to get nasty. I need to start learning real quick. My show is not fluff. My show is about, well, no, the alcohol's not fluff. That's required on occasions and drinking responsibly, of course. Let's get into some news here for the members show. Okay. Let me fold my notes up. Representative McHenry. Let me find that article. Here we go. All right. Representative McHenry gives progress report on stablecoin legislation. This guy is going to tell us what's going on in the House of Representatives with stablecoin legislation. And here's what he says. It's an ugly baby. Okay. He is the ranking member of the House Financial Services Committee, and he praised the bipartisanship behind there's a bill that's coming, okay? A stablecoin bill that's coming. Have you noticed now? You got Europe's already done. I already told you yesterday on the show, the EU's done with the MICA, market in crypto assets. They passed that shit. They studied it. They passed it. They got a framework. They're going to roll it out before like springtime. You got the FSB, I told you last night, Financial Stability Board, setting up global framework and regulations. They've done studying it. They've done testing it, all that stuff. Now all this, you see how all this is going? Oh yeah, Kazakhstan, remember? Kazakhstan last night, I told you, they're pretty much all done with their legislation. So all of a sudden now, United States, Representative McHenry, Patrick is his name, I was right. Here's what he says. I won't get too deep into the article, only the important stuff. But this is this is what we needed. We've been waiting for this legislation. My God, when are they going to get this shit done? I've been waiting 2.5 years for crypto regs. I've been telling you like no other YouTuber has because they don't have a fucking clue. I've been telling you for 2.5 years. We need crypto regulations. That's what we need in the United States Code. Nobody else is talking about it. Because none of these other jokers that run platforms, they not work for the Department of Justice like me. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, that's a benefit you get for your measly $5 a month, okay? They haven't worked at the state Supreme Court level, okay? I have. That's another benefit of your membership. I've worked in the court system. I've dealt with district attorneys, judges, very friendly with judges, where I can just come in and sit down, first name basis. Hey, judge, what do you think about this? Dude, that's how I roll. Okay. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing on the show is financial advice. So that's what you get on your shows. A guy like me to help give you my perspective. You got Patrick McHenry, ranking member of the United States House of Reps, thinks the conversation has become unmoored regarding financial technology and needs to return to solving real world problems. He says the crypto bills that are out right now need to go back to solving real world problems. He is currently in talks over legislation that may at least bring more clarity to stablecoins. Okay. Here's what this guy says. Okay, I've highlighted this and I'm going to read it to you. He says this. He must have been watching Crypto Hulk. Nobody else on YouTube is talked about the United States Code like this guy and the fact that we have no crypto laws in the United States Code. Okay, the IRS can't do a fucking thing to you. The Department of Justice can't do a fucking thing to you. Nobody can. Why? Because there's no definitions of what crypto. There's no I've only said this 2.5 years now, almost every single fucking show that I make. There's no definitions of what a cryptocurrency is. There's no definitions in the United States Code of what staking is. There's no definitions in the United States Code of what DeFi is. You get my point? It's almost as if every YouTuber person that's making these videos, they just somehow just never talk about this for some reason. You know, it's amazing. Just somehow all the Congress people, they're running around chasing their tails. This, they're like, well, this should be a commodity and this should be, oh, really? Where is that in the fucking law? You see, these people are all confused. On my show, we have clarity, okay? Here's what we need to happen. Now, Patrick McHenry, you don't need to work. Look, what we need to do is sit down first. Here's the thing. I'm going to help this fucking country get their shit together, all right? First thing you got to do is sit the fuck down with the industry leaders, the crypto industry leaders. That's more important. You need, like, for every 10 industry leaders, you need like about two senators and 2 House of Reps. That's it. Because all these fucking clowns in government, you don't need all of them. You need about 4 government officials and 10 of the top smartest crypto exchange. You need like a David Schwartz there to help do some technical analysis, this and that. This shit is not complicated. You sit in a room over the period of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weekends on a Saturday for about 8 hours, and you figure this fucking shit out, okay? The first thing you do is, I'm going to help you, Patrick McHenry. The first thing you do is figure out definitions of what all this fucking shit is. What's a crypto? What makes are there different kinds of cryptos? Oh, are some cryptos a crypto commodity, a crypto security? You figure out the first thing you got to do is define what everything is, okay? This is what I'm teaching you on this channel. I don't care if tomorrow Bitcoin goes to 50,000 bucks. This is all hype shit. Do you get it? It's a fucking distraction. My show, I'm laser focused because I know exactly what's going on. If Bitcoin pings over here to 100,000, I'm still looking straight at this fucking camera. Because this shit is go buy me and then get wrecked. Legislation is what we need. I've always said that. I don't care. I don't have to have chart analysis person on my show. I'm not that fucking stupid, okay? I don't read off the prices of crypto every day on my show because I'm not that fucking stupid, okay? Dumb assholes do that, all right? People that want a bunch of ratings or a bunch of, viewers and stuff and just give them baby food, that's what I would probably do. Have a bunch of retards on my show and talk about coin trackers and all this fucking stupid shit. All right. We're talking here about Patrick McHenry. He's trying to get regulations done. He's calling it an ugly baby. The problem is, and I appreciate Patrick's trying to do some things, but you got to first go with the definitions, Pat. All right, because all this fucking shit about trying to bipartisan, dude, you don't need a bipartisan. Figure out the definitions, Patrick. That'll be step one. Let's do this very organized and coherently. Okay. First thing you do is get definitions. Then from there, that's step one. Then after that, we'll go to step two. So that's what's going on with this article here. We're at the beginning where they're trying to get shit done. They're confused. The CFTC doesn't know if they should do this and da 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 da. I'm going to close the article out because unless they're working on definitions, we got a dog chasing its tail. And that's what's going to be happening until they figure that stuff out. All right. Let me check some. Wait, somebody put a cookie in the cookie jar. Royal, thank you, Royal, for the swear jar. Turn it up. Dang, I like that. Look, just because I've worked in law enforcement, Department of Justice, State Supreme Court, da 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 da. I'm not saying they're always right because they're not. A lot of these people in the government are fucking crooks. My job is to be rich. And I thought along the way, you know what? For those brave people that want to follow this channel and hear truth, then come join me. Because when you watch this show, I talk about stuff no one's talking about. Crypto laws, United States code. Dude, you can't. The IRS can't do shit. No one says these things. Oh God, I'm not a lawyer. I can't say. You don't need. It's called common sense. All my show is common sense. And the crypto I get now, they can make whatever illegal they want. Fuck it. I bought it when it was illegal. They can change the game, fine, but it won't change my game because I bought my shit before it became illegal. Okay, now if they want to take it off my hands, you will pay me at least 10,000 in XRP. If not, you can go fuck off. Okay, I'll find somebody else. I'm not saying go to another country because that would be illegal. So I'm going to say I will find somebody else who will take it off my hands for at least 10,000 a piece. All right, got it. Next article. We got Gary Gensler. Okay. Hold on a second. We got one last article on what I just talked about. I'm just going to go over a paragraph. It talks about the John Hickenlooper guy or whatever, but basically, given the complexity of the issues in cryptocurrency, and recognizing that some digital assets are securities, others may be commodities, and others may subject to a completely others may be subject. The author didn't write the word be. Wow. And others may subject to a completely different regulatory regime. A formal regulatory process is needed now. This will significantly improve policy development. Okay. What this article needed to say was we have no crypto laws and regulations. Therefore, we need to have definitions to start with. See, we're starting to get there. They're not really moving in the right direction now. Our government people, this is my perspective from what I'm seeing, they're confused. They're confused because here's why. We have no leadership in the United States. We have a bunch of assholes in leadership positions. Get it? So, if they had somebody like me running that shit, I would be like, this weekend, Saturday, we're all meeting in the fucking Capitol. Whatever plans you got, they're already canceled. I'm going to have Intel here. I'm going to have a representative of Google, Stellar Corporation, Ripple, Chainlink, I'm not having anybody from Ethereum here because they're fucking clowns. And that one guy, Vitalik, looked like he's either a crackhead or he's a skeleton ready. He's all ready for Halloween, if you ask me. I'm gonna have the Hedera Hashcraft there, H bar. I'm gonna have his 50. If they got 50 members of their governing council, I would invite all of the members. See what I'm saying? This is what I would do. Of all the industry people that would show up, if I'm running shit in Congress, I'd have a ratio of one congressman to about 10 tech people. That's the ratio, okay? And I would pick my smartest, well, that's going to be tough. I would try to pick the smartest Congress people I can find, and then which we might have about 10 of them, and then have maybe, 100 industry people there, and that's how I would do it. All right. So the reason I'm telling you this is because the government's moving closer, but it's just a big fucking mess right now. They're not really getting any work done because they're confused and they don't know what they're doing. So if you wanted to refer my show to one of them, I could give them a good start in the right direction. All right, let's see. I agree. All he knows we're going to be rich as fuck. All of you, says Matt 59754. It's like Volcanos says, it's like the overlords have been removed and those left are bumbling their way around. Right. There's no leaders. I mean, I take a direct approach. When there's a project, I figure out what needs to get done. I assign different people that have different skills to look. You look into that. I'll get 10 people. I'll break down the problem into 10 fucking parts and assign one person to explore each part. Then we all come back the next day and discover what we found. See what just shit like this. There's nobody leading this whole crew. You got this senator, Senator Jill DeBrand gives us this, and the senator this gives. Like, look, these senators don't even know. Okay, let the industry leaders lead, for God's sakes. Okay, and the government people can take what the leaders, the industry leaders, the crypto industry leaders, like Stefan Thomas from Ripple, David Schwartz, Brad Garland, these top industry people can find 10 government people. Hopefully they can find 10 that can sit down and our Congress people can ask the top 10 or whatever crypto companies questions and get answers and then start drafting legislation from that. They need to start with definitions. So maybe week 1 is put together definitions of crypto. That'll be chapter 1 in this bill. The first fucking chapter. What's this? What's a blockchain? Yeah, what's a fucking blockchain? Everything, like basics, right? What's staking? What's a DAO? DAO. What is this? What is that? So the first week or 2 or 3, whatever, you figure out what the fuck is all this shit, right? That's where we need to start. When you see that, they're on their way. Otherwise, you have bumbling idiots, okay? Next article. Okay, we already went over that one. Coinbase. Okay, here's a good solid one. Brian Armstrong from Coinbase is going to tell you pretty much just what I've just said. I'll read you the title, and I highlighted a paragraph, okay? Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says these 2 things will drive more institutional investors into crypto. I've said 2 things. We'll compare them to what Brian Armstrong says, and I'll see who's right, me or Brian. The first thing I've told you for 2.5 years, the first thing we need to get rich, crypto laws and regulations, definitions, like I've just been saying, right? You have to know what stuff is before you can regulate it, okay? So we all need to agree on the definitions of all things crypto. Got it? That's the first thing. Once we have crypto laws and regulations, that'll bring in institutional real world investing, okay? And then at that point, you get rich. That's what Crypto Hulk says. Those are the 2 things. Let's hear what Brian Armstrong says. And I think we're both pretty much right. Me and him think the same, at least on this. He says, Armstrong says that more institutional investors, like banks, will likely invest in crypto once there is regulatory clarity in the space. That means, to me, crypto laws. He's not really saying, he's saying regulatory clarity. I'm going to disagree. All right. We don't need regulatory clarity. We need crypto laws in the United States Code. Gary Gensler is very clear about what he's doing. Gary Gensler is a regulator, and he's very clear what he's doing and stuff. So are the CFTC. They're a regulator, and they're very clear with their guidelines and what they're doing. See, Gary's guidelines are very clear to the SEC. Got it? The SEC is a regulatory body. I disagree with Brian Armstrong. He says that we need regulatory clarity in the space. Well, that comes from crypto laws. Okay. So, because like I said, if you ask the CFTC, oh, they're very clear with their regulations. If you ask the SEC, their regulators, oh, they're very clear. See, so both of those regulators are very clear. In the real world, it's not clear. See what I'm saying? So Brian's wrong in that aspect. You need clear crypto laws and definitions, then you'll have clarity in the space. Where does regulatory clarity come from? Law. Get it? See, Gary Gensler works for the SEC as a regulator, and he provides guidance. That's another word for clarity, okay? Gary provides guidance for the law, but here's the thing, there's no law. So that's one point that I'll take away from Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. The next one, he says improved scalability of blockchains will drive more wealthy investors into crypto, just as how the internet transformed it. Listen, from dial-up to broadband. Remember dial-up? Younger people don't remember dial-up. Dial-up is when you use your telephone, the actual line, not the portable, but the actual. You would plug your fucking computer into like the telephone, and it run through the hardwire. It'll be super, super slow. Broadband is super fast, and now we don't need a cord. I'm running on my computer with no cord. It's through Wi-Fi and broadband stuff. Now, here's what he's saying. The initial blockchains, I think Bitcoin was doing about 7 transactions per second. 7 a second. He said Visa does 4,000. So what he's saying is the second thing needed is scalability. I'll go with that, because what I said was the first thing we need is crypto laws in the United States Code. The second thing we need is real world adoption. Well, you know what? I think me and Brian can agree on that. The real world adoption about what he's talking about is from dial up to broadband. The Bitcoin and Ethereum doesn't work, too slow, on and on, not getting into it. XRP, XLM, and stuff, that's real world adoption. That will be fast. So me and Brian agree on that. Just wanted to go over that article. I thought it was interesting. Let me check some comments here, and I'll hit about 1 or 2 articles. Isa Matisse, back again. That is good stuff. Highly recommend you get it. Isa Matisse, thanks for your regular viewership and donations and stuff and your comments. We got Ali Bug. Remember, for 2 months, what does Ali have to say? Mate, 2 months ago, I met someone randomly. I had no faith and belief in God. He put me onto this channel. Now let's get freaking rich. This is all God's doing. I agree. Let's see here. Okay, this one's a great article. You're going to love it. It said, Federal Reserve Vice Chair Michael S. Barr urges banks, now listen, to deal cautiously with crypto firms. We're moving close where banks now are financing mergers for crypto. Um, Banks are now buying crypto exchanges. Michael is wanting the banks to be careful because they might end up buying a scam exchange or something. Let's look into this. Michael Esbar said that although banks are not directly exposed to crypto market losses, the liquidity risks associated with deposits fluctuations may affect their financial stability. The Federal Reserve System Vice Chair for Supervision Michael Barr has called on federally regulated banks to be cautious while providing services to crypto firms. Here we go. Here's the big shutout, okay? And I know that Michael S. Barr is a former Ripple executive who just happens to be at the Federal Reserve. I mean, no other no other crypto executive that I'm aware of has ever worked in the Federal Reserve, except Ripple. But let me move on. So, Michael S. Barr is worried about banks that are federally licensed and stuff doing business. That's why have you noticed why now some of your credit cards or let's say bank debit cards aren't able to buy crypto? Because all this is coming to keep you out. It looks as if to me, Michael S. Barr is trying to separate real banks from crypto exchanges. That's going to make it, that's going to shut down. That's the big shutdown. Remember, I've been telling you for 2.5 years, you might have 100 exchanges. Yep, Crypto Hulk, you've been saying that same fucking story now, 2.5 years. You might have 100 crypto exchanges. I'm telling you what, go back 2.5 years ago and watch my show. And out of those 100, you might have 10. And you know who those 10 are? The same banks that are running shit right now. Bam. Let me go on with this article. He was speaking at DC FinTech, said that the Federal Reserve was working hard to find the right balance between promoting crypto market innovation and managing related risks. Let me go. I'm going to just summarize the stuff. Okay. The Federal Reserve Executive, Michael S. Barr, urged federally regulated banks to ensure they have appropriate measures in place to manage crypto-related risks. So he's kind of telling the banks not to get mixed up with these crypto exchanges. Got it? When a bank's deposits are concentrated in deposits from the crypto asset industry, banks may experience deposit fluctuations that are correlated and closely linked to broader developments in crypto. He's just really concerned about banks getting mixed up with crypto exchanges or businesses that are not federally regulated. Okay, so here's how all this is going to go down. Crypto Hulk's telling you right now and has been telling you for 2.5 years. All these exchanges, everything's going federal regulation. If crypto.com doesn't follow United States crypto regulations to the T, they will not be allowed to sell in the United States. They will not be allowed to be operated. Okay. Voyager, whatever software wallets or whatever these places, DeFi. Look, they're coming after that's why I don't got none of my shit in DeFi. None of it in any kind of NFTs. I'm not doing a fucking thing because what's going to happen is the government tomorrow, listen to this. You pay money for some other YouTube program, $500,000 a month or whatever, and you got, let's say, couple $100,000. I know people that got money like this. I don't. I sure as hell don't. But they got, maybe 100, 200 grand, and they want to put it in a DeFi staking thing where, what's going to happen is one day, boom, just like that, government's going to swoop in, shut everything down, seize all the accounts because they're not federally regulated. You just fucked up and probably lost all your money. Okay. If you didn't, look, the banks will not compete with us. The government will shut us all down, okay? Then when all of our exchanges are shut down, then the banks either buy them up for super cheap. That's what FTX is doing. That Sam Bankman-Fried, he's basically waiting for all these exchanges to go bankrupt. He'll come in and buy a $100 million crypto exchange for like $1 million, like 1% of the price. Or maybe he gets it for 20 million, so he pays 20% of what it's worth. That's what's going to happen in America. We have a lot of banks in America. We are the richest nation in the world. Our government is going to regulate all these exchanges out of business. Hey, I have no loyalty to Michael S. Barr, ex-Ripple executive, whatever. It doesn't fucking concern me. What he's doing is he's starting the process of destroying all the DeFi and everything, unless it's at Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, House. See what I'm saying? This is the great shakeout. Everything's getting shook out. I'm not putting my crypto nowheres. That's why I haven't done nothing, right? He's talking about stable coins risky to the United States. So you know what they're going to do? They talk about dollar pegged crypto and look, whether it's USDC, Tether, ABC staking, no, stablecoin or whatever. Look, everything will become regulated or it'll be shut down. You getting it now? Whatever staking platform you've got, your name is on a list. The government knows. They may declare that staking becomes illegal and then immediately shut down an exchange and take it all. Okay? You may not ever get it back. In fact, you might even get fined. So that's why Crypto Hulk doesn't do a damn thing with his crypto. I'm not trying to earn 4 to 8%. I don't fucking care that. I don't care when my XRP is at 45 cents. Fuck that shit. Now I want to wait for my XRP to 10,000 a piece. Now I'm going to start staking when I feel that it's safe. And that means we have to have full regulations first because nobody's running off with my shit. Okay. Whether the Flare network turns out to be a crook or whatever, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for our government to step in. Look, I want regulations. I'm not, people like, oh, regulations they're not doing, nothing is going to affect me because I'm going to play my cards right. I will do whatever it takes to move and groove and be in the right location. I'm not saying I'm moving to any other country or anything. I'm just, because that would be illegal to admit that. But I will be in the right position to fully make use of my cryptocurrency without anybody taking any of it. Okay. So that's how I'm playing this game. So what Michael S. Barr is doing here is he's kind of letting all of us know again, he's going to put the big shutdown on everything. Okay. That's not fully federally regulated. If they don't join, if a crypto, and they're telling us, like I told you the other day, if it acts like a lending or a loan, it's a bank. So who controls that? The OCC. If it looks as if it's an investment type crypto, that sounds like a security. That crypto will be regulated by the SEC. See how all this stuff's kind of working? It's all going to be regulated, or you will not be able to buy it. You might be in some cryptos now. That's why I don't buy a whole bunch of cryptos. There's this woman that has a crypto show. I'm not saying where, but I think she's out of Japan. She's got like 50 cryptos. I'm telling you what. Oh, then just these people that do this. Then there's some guy. we'll call him Jungle. I won't say the last name. This dude announces everybody, I'm selling off all my Cardano. Da 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 da. You know why he's doing that? Because he was out there buying all this dumb shit crypto, and Cardano's like a smart contract. And he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. XLM, which is Stellar, and XRP both came out with smart contracts. Now he's going to sell his Cardano because he already knows. See, I'm not dumb enough to buy a Cardano, then digital asset. I'm not going to mention the rest of that one. He said he's investing in Cardano and said, well, I bet you now he kind of wishes he never broadcasted that one show where he was admitting he was buying Cardano. Say, look, look, look. At the Crypto Hulk show, we don't buy. Okay, I don't buy anything. You can buy whatever you want. I personally would not buy anything except XLM, XDC, and XRP. I got VeChain just for the fuck of it or whatever. But I was brand new to crypto, so what the fuck did I know, right? I didn't buy Cardano. I didn't buy all this. I didn't, because you don't fucking buy that shit, okay? My motto's been XRP will give me everything I need when the time is right. So now you got like Tweedledee and Tweedledum YouTube producer creators who are now cutting loose their Cardano shit because it's a smart contract. Do you think Cardano is going to compete against Ripple and Stellar? No fucking way. See, my show, I don't need to sell off Cardano because guess what? I'm smart enough to never buy it. Yeah. Okay. That's the benefit of watching my show. These people are buying this, buying that. Oops, let me sell it. Sell this, sell that. Dude, quit doing the dumb shit, buying all this. They don't even know what they're doing. They're bumbling idiots, okay? Bumbling idiots. So, this channel, there's none of that dumb shit going on, all right? Let me check some comments. I think that should be it. Hi, Hulk. I feel like there are other XRP tubers that were called to tell us about this. I find that cool. Conspiracy. Hell's Bells said, I have already decided no one's taking my crypto no matter what. Exactly. I'm not. The scare tactics, don't worry. They can do whatever to try to scare me. I don't fucking care. Okay. I've already read the end of the book and it says Crypto Hulk wins. So that's how it goes. And what's going to be happening is we're getting near the end times of this thing we call paper money. We're moving into a whole new world. And it's not like Aladdin or whatever, a whole new world. No, this is a whole new fucked up world. And I was telling this guy in the deli today, and I'll wrap up my show with this, is that because he's kind of under the belief that crypto will be like programmable or something. I said, yes, you're exactly right. It'll be programmable, especially that's why they're pushing these stablecoins, the CBDCs. Those are very highly programmable. Right there, I can just delete you right out. But I told him, look, here's my deal. I want to get as much XRP as I can because right now it's 45 cents, and I'm sure it'll hit 10 to 50 to 100,000 bucks in the next 3 to 5 years or something, right? I said, I will use that money to lobby, not bribe, but lobby my freedom for the remaining years I have on this planet. I mean, I know things will get bad where maybe I won't even be able to lobby at a certain point. I said, maybe got to pay somebody 3 XRPs like a year just to live in a certain country or to get the cops off my back. Or I don't know, whatever, you know. But I got my XRP because I know how it's gonna. He's like, oh, it's gonna be bad. I said, dude, I believe you. You're preaching to the choir. Like I already know it's gonna be really, really fucking bad in the beginning. That I just want some freedom because eventually they will control us like unfucking. Nobody will have a gun. The money will be programmed. You can only go to certain stores with your CBDCs. If you're labeled as a Republican or you can't go by that. It's just that's how it's all going. I already know. And then eventually, me and him like agreed on these kinds of things. I said, "So look, dude, you get that fucking XRP, and then lobby your way until nobody will let you lobby anymore, and then you're a fucking prisoner like everybody else." I said, "At least I would be free in the beginning years to have a Ferrari, have a 10,000 square foot, $10 million house, and but eventually, I said, yeah, I totally agree. They're going to take all of our shit eventually. That's the end game. Everybody's going to be a fucking slave. You can go back to the 2.5 years ago when I started Crypto Hulk. I was talking about people being slaves again. Yes, that's the end goal, is make us all slaves. And the XRP, even though it's a bridge currency, global bridge currency, eventually people will be like, well, what do we need our own money for? We'll just use that. And then XRP is the world's currency, like with XLM, so forth. So that's it. Let's see. Julie Renee, Black Cookie, at Black Cookie. I only talk about it here because I joined, because Hulk has great logical thinking. You don't know. And I needed somewhere to talk about XRP that is in a private setting. Exactly. Smart people are predicting the fall of finance 85% plus. If you have those cryptos, then get them in cold wallets if you have done this. Yes, Vulcan Aussie. I just don't hang out in public. You'll own nothing and be happy. And what they'll do, they don't want you to save money. That's why the government people are pushing the stable coins stuff or the CBD so much, because they want to control your money. I honestly believe it's going to be, I know that there's some programmable aspects in the XRP ledger with Ripple, but I really think the true power comes from the CBDC, where they'll give you your, whatever money to live on each month, and then they zap it at the end of the month and take whatever you don't spend, and then you got to wait for the next one. So you can't save up and save up. Like, it's every month you're fucking broke at the end. Every month, by the end of the last day of the month, you have zero in your bank account. And then on the first, they give you, let's say, your 3,000, your universal basic income, $1,500 or whatever. And then if you don't use it, you can't keep stacking it. Let's say you want to go live with your mom or dad, so you don't have to spend it. Nope, they're not going to let you save that money. That's how you become a slave, where you have to do what they say. If they catch you on social media doing something, you might not get paid that month. And then maybe they'll tell you, oh, we'll do an investigation to find your money. It might take us 2 or 3 months. Oh, we found something on social media. What was that all about, Crypto Hulk? See what they're going to do? Now they do an investigation for 2 months. Meanwhile, you have no food. That's how the shit gets done. Vulcan Aussie says, I have realized the friends are far and few as a result of events from 2020 to now. Charles, what does Charles have to say about Crypto Hulk? I listen to everyone of the podcaster, and Hulk is the best channel for the truth. ZT is good, but the Hulk is the realest channel on the web. Look, my jobs in my past have been real, where if I don't do the right thing, I get shot, stabbed, killed, this, that. I mean, I've put myself out there a lot. So I've lived a real life. So that's where the channel comes from. Okay, I got to go. It's been real, 48 minutes. We're seeing, now to wrap it up, we're seeing Michael S. Barr shutting out slowly. It's like a chokehold. We're seeing non-traditional crypto tech finance, whatever you want to call it. We're seeing non-traditional actors slowly getting choked out, while the big banks and institutions and governments move in to try to gain control in this crypto area. Their main method that they use are intimidation. So that would be an SEC lawsuit, a Department of Justice investigation. These are all scare tactics. Because again, they have no crypto law to even do this shit to you. Like I was telling people, if the IRS comes after me, fine. Please take me to court. Let's stand in front of the judge. So when I ask you, hey, IRS, Department of Justice, SEC, what crypto laws in the United States Code did you arrest me for? They'll have to tell the judge, none. We don't have crypto laws. The judge will be like, release him. And then I go to the next court and then I sue them to pay me for harassment and civil rights violations and so on. Okay. That's what's going on. This is the real truth. This is Crypto Hulk. I'll see you on my next broadcast. Adios.